Stand to MechWarriors, and welcome back to another episode of RogueTech as we continue the campaigns of Starburst Sardaukar. And last time, well, we went through a lot of missions in a very short period of time. We, well, blitzed through quite a few and had a pretty successful session, all things considered. I think we may have run into a bit of a glitch when it comes to the amount of salvage that we're receiving, only 2 of 9 instead of the 3 of 13 that we had originally negotiated, but that's to be expected. We are within 200 days of the end of the campaign. The date on the save was 1010 days into the campaign, so we're almost done. That's a really odd feeling to know that we'll be ending soon and moving on to the next version of RogueTech, which has included some incredibly massive changes, not just in the most recent version, but even the previous one before that. There's huge changes. It's going to be almost like a brand new game, and I'm looking forward to it. But we have some time before that happens, and so, supply lines. Commander, we're trying to safely transport injured personnel to one of our facilities on Stanzach. Unfortunately, satellite surveillance has shown clan units operating in the region we're expecting to move our medical convoy through. We need a mercenary lance to sweep the area and eliminate any clan units. Please think of this as a mission of mercy. Yeah, I believe that about as much as Darius does. So we're going to drop down in here and go a straight-up battle. It's going to be a one skull against clan units. Unfortunately, Starburst is still in the hospital for a little while longer. So everybody welcome Coach. He's back with the group. He's driving the Punisher, and Ek has moved into the Aram Sham. Just for a little bit. He's going to get a little bit cozy with it and enjoy. So we're just going to reserve down to the bottom, as we like to do. That way it just forces everybody onto an even footing for the first turn, if that's how it works out. And we will sprint Coach. Or not Coach, I want Varangian. I want Varangian's super high speed, his nimbleness, the crazy amount of evasion that he stacks in, like, no order at all. Come on, you can... There we go. It's beautiful. Just the amount of evasion is so incredibly beautiful. We have unknown mechs operating up high, however, we do not see it. Unfortunate. The catapult not in a position to do anything just yet. I'm going to hold him back for a little while, and we're going to move up the dragon, because as much as I like throwing the dragon into the middle of a battle, I would rather have the Aram Sham ready to throw into the middle of the battle. Please be a little bit careful, Coach. There are people's lives here. It's a report me fallback. We just sold all of you. Oh, we had 4 parts for a report me fallback, and now one shows up. We could have had one. Oh, that's frustrating. So frustrating. Let's go kill him. Let's destroy him so we can feel better about it, because, oh, a report me fallback right after we sold all the report me fallback stuff. We got an open CT. Blow him to little tiny pieces if you do not mind. We'll try and steal an Ultra Auto Cannon 10 or something. Although we already have an Ultra Auto Cannon 10, and, well, we're getting decent use out of it. We have a direct line of sight. I would like to be in the trees, but it does not look like that's going to be possible, so we'll get a little bit of altitude. So there's going to be a 48% chance to actually hit him, but he's only got 23 health, and I'm about to throw 40 missiles at him. Let's see who wins first. He will be unsteady by the end of this, and we'll be able to follow up on that, although he would move first. I think we got him. Oh, no, we didn't. Wow. Gyro crit, unsteady, lost his evasion. He's having a bad day, but you know what? He's going to be able to move right away. He's got 7 health. Oh, 2 more missiles were all that was required. We will be able to kill him. So there's that working for us. And we've got an elemental toad, Mini Atlas. Mini Atlas is very appropriate. So since we cannot utilize any of our units, the Aram Sham really is what I'm thinking of. Since we can't utilize the Aram Sham to try and kill this guy, we're going to use our very happy synapse inside the catapult. Open fire. So I was trying to figure out whether or not I should split the fire, but I don't feel that it's worth it. I want to make sure this thing dies. Also, maybe an Ultra Auto Cannon 10. Again, we don't need it, but I like it. Ultra Auto Cannons are fun. Let's see. For this one, I want the Aram Sham, and I want it to have an excellent shot. It will be... show it to me. 89, 93, 75, 51. But if I sprinted to get close and in cover and all sorts of things... 89, 93, 75, 38. We lose on the cannon, but we gain on the missiles. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit more concerned about the cannon. Although that's probably because we're in the forest. So we'll go here, 57. Because if the cannon hits, that'll open him up quite nicely, and I would like to open him up quite nicely. So open fire the cannon. Oh, there goes his leg. And I'm assuming there goes his arm, his center torso. Aram Sham, you make me so happy that you exist. The fact that we built it in just the way that we needed. And let's go find out what sort of light mech is over here. Hi. You're also an elemental toad. We're in trouble because he deals fire damage, a lot of it. Okay. What's our plan? Well, we will be shooting him with the Punisher. There is that. Fire everything. We're gonna go for fire and hopefully protect ourselves. If he punches us in the back, we're gonna have a very, very bad day. 25 heat and a head hit, so a little bit of injury going down on that one. Coach, come save, help, protect. Oh god, that's not good at all, but 32 is the best I can get. How about if I sprinted to get a little bit closer, plus a little altitude maybe? 35, I will take it, run him up. Yes, I'm focusing a ridiculous amount of firepower to try and kill this guy. But he deserves every last blast. Structure exposed in the arm, that's not where important structural things are. Well, the CT's open, I suppose that is where important structural things are. Oh, you're a salvage coyote? What? You're an 85-ton assault mech. What are you? Savage coyote. Oh, not salvage coyote. Let's get in nice and close to this guy. He's a squat fat atlas. Okay, you're gonna shoot at the Punisher, that's alright. I have a new target for you, Varangian. You're gonna ignore him. We're still gonna take care of him, but we're gonna ignore him for a little bit so that we can go and take care of Mr. Squat Fat Annihilator. Oh, not Annihilator, awesome. They both begin with A, I'm sorry. Varangian, high speed, all the speed. In fact, if you can push out even more speed, this would give us an additional +2 to evasion, can exceed your maximum. Yes. I have no idea. I'm going to use it, because we almost never use it. The sprinting at maximum speed, maximum power. Can I get a side angle on this? Not unless I want to lose a lot of accuracy. So this would be the most ridiculous. So obviously not there. We do want a direct line of sight. It's really terrible, actually. We are not going to get very many shots on him at all. 14, 29, 27, 29. Direct line of sight gives us 1632. Yeah, we'll do this. So zip on forward, utilizing Phantom Mech to its greatest amount. To give us just stupid amounts of evasion. Hi. I don't think this will work, but I'm going to try. We hit him with 1. Actually, no, I think we missed with every single one of the SRMs. 20 heat. We'll work on it.
I'm receiving you.
Synapse. My buddy, my pal, my friend. 24, but if you targeted a toad, it would be 16. But this toad... Well, he needs a pretty decent amount of damage on him, actually. Can I get a direct line of sight onto the toad? No, but I can get a side line of shot on the awesome for 42. I'll take that. So 16 will wait on you. I'll probably commit the Aram Sham to kill the toad. And we'll start just laying some light repeating fire down on the Savage Coyote. I don't know what a Savage Coyote is. I mean, I'm not the most knowledgeable person when it comes to BattleTech, but I do know some, and I don't know what a Savage Coyote is. I feel inadequate. What's a good target here? How are we dealing with this problem? Quite nicely out of the missiles. Lovely. So I'm going to Warlord this, just so we can get down over heat. I am going to commit everything. He's got to die. He's very much not dead. Coach, I believe I had mentioned just ever so briefly that he's got to die. Please make that happen. Ultra autocannon 2 off. I think the lasers can do it. If I end up regretting this, I'm going to be very sad. Please, lasers. Okay, thank you. I was a little bit worried there. Okay, so the toads are dealt with. Now we've just got our Savage Coyote up here. Savage Coyote is turning and doing nothing. On board with his plan. Let's go. Maximum of all the speed. I'm going to get right next to you, buddy. In fact, can I get behind you? I can, but I wouldn't be able to shoot you. I don't really need to get behind you until next turn, so that's alright. Zoom. I'm not getting a point-blank range of anything, am I? Melee 43. No, we're fine with this one. So, all the fire. Now you get to understand what it's like to suddenly find yourself under constant assault by people who move before you. 65 heat, I'm on board with that one. Look at that, he's over the heat threshold. So we just gotta keep him up there and we'll be happy. Let's just... Actually, maybe I should move forward. Now, fire away from range. The thing is, we don't want to risk it. He's got a ERPPC, ATMs, LBXs. He's got a lot of stuff that I don't want to have to worry about for a little while. So we're just gonna keep the catapult, which is easy to hit at long range. Ek, my buddy, my friend, my pal. You're going to run at high speed. 3 pips of evasion should be good enough as long as you're in a forest. And the AC-10 doesn't quite like that, but you know what? Everything else does. So, fire. Hey, you managed to hit him still with the AC-10. We're almost through his frontal armor. That will make life much simpler. And now Coach. Time for Coach to get on the field. He will also get 3 pips of evasion and okayly decent shot. Ultra autocannon can't be on just yet. Actually, can I do it if I shut off a medium laser? Well, the accuracy's not great. Fire.
Copy that.
We're not doing tremendously. Do you have some sort of electronic countermeasure system that is making me inaccurate? Or is it just... Oh, we hit his head. 2 of 3? You're kidding. Interesting.
Alright, folks, let's get this done.
Okay, Varangian. You're gonna cook him. Oh wait, this may not work. I may have made a serious mistake. Light him on all the fire, please, as fast as you possibly can, and pray for the 100%. 90 is not good enough. Okay, we have a problem. Sprint to that Aramsham. See if we can't somehow deal with... Oh, there's a direct line of sight. I can see with everything. I'm gonna make him hurt. Target over the line. Yeah, cook it just a little bit. Hit him with the cannon. Good. So all we need to do is trip him up. And, you know, maybe we don't want to. Maybe I just want to try and go for headshots.
My mech's overheating.
But I have no idea how much of the supplies that we're actually going to get.
Waiting for orders.
Oh, the unfortunate things that we're dealing with at the moment. This will just continue to make his life pain. Continue to fire. We still have 240 rounds. We may as well use all of them. And at some point, hey, maybe we'll get lucky and it'll hit his head, and that would be awesome.
Confirmed.
Okay, I think if we sprint, we might get there. No, we won't. Huh, interesting. I just don't seem to have a target. Oh well, sprint here.
All right. Let's
Get us out forward and also chill out. That'll allow us to use the cannon next turn. That'll be useful. You are very, very still. Oh, interesting. Okay, that works for me. So,
I will be done.
Synapse, you have a direct line of sight, correct? Actually, Varangian, get in there. 3. No, we've got him cooked. He's gonna be on fire. It's potential we're probably gonna blow off some of them. Sorry about this. I wanted to keep you mostly intact, but I'm not that fussed about it. Oh, the mech is offline.
This just in.
Very unfortunate. So, Synapse, now that you have a direct line of sight on him, that was the goal right there. Oh, you do have a direct line of sight. You're going to lob 40 missiles his way and just see if you can't get a single headshot. That's all I'm looking for. I'm going to see if we can't go for it. 40 chances at a 6%. Not a 1. Oh, no, we got it. We got it. I just didn't see the paper. I was watching the paper doll, and the head didn't flicker.
I'm ready.
Eck, what I need you to do is be awesome. Can you do that? Okay, maybe not. Shut off the AC-10. I can't afford to cook it. I really can't. I didn't realize I was going to have this opportunity. That's the problem. I was not planning for such a circumstance. Ability check passed. Coach, it's up to you. The trick is to do one of 2 things. 1, knock him over. That would be the best, honestly. 2, blow his head off.
Engaging target.
Or you could blow up the engine, too. Yeah, that works. Really, man? No, that's my fault. I should have just kept the pulses on. Yeah, we got the pilot incapacitated, too.
I need a new
That was my bad. I opened fire with the ultra autocannon. Ultra autocannons are powerful weapons. You need to respect them. Because otherwise you'll blow up the salvage that you're working towards. I have no idea what a Savage Coyote was, and I don't think I could have possibly have gotten it all in one go. But we were close. I mean, you put a 2 or 3 pilot in a 100 or an 85-ton mech? That seems like a bad idea. Just speaking personally. Mission has been successful. Excellent. Clearly, I mean, we are alive and no damage taken. So no penetrating hits, no headshots. Most of the mechs actually probably walked away with no damage at all. The Punisher took a hit. The Aramsham took a hit, and that's it. Just 2 light hits, and a little bit of experience for everybody as they're slowly making their way up the ranks. Hi, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pieces, that's pretty good. ATM 12, thank you. Yeah, that's a must-have. An ATM 12 is an amazing piece of kit. It's like an ATM 9, except 3 bigger. It's cool, I wanted it. Alright, let's see what else we got here. We got medium lasers, ER smalls are meh. The LBX is a meh. Ultra autocannon, we have a clan ultra autocannon, which is better because it does 60 damage times 2 instead of 55. Armor, clan, just straight up with case. That would be interesting. A defensive gyro is also very interesting. I like defensive gyros. We've been getting a lot of them too. Heatsink double clans. Not seeing any kits, which is unfortunate. I would very much like kits. Kits are awesome. But I think we can only get them from intact engines that we actually managed to salvage. So I think the solution may be... Well, really, clan double heatsinks might be a good idea. No, we already got one, so clearly we're not using it. Gyro defense, endo steel, or armor. I'm gonna go gyro defense. We have other endo steel. It's not clan endo steel, but we have endo steel, I believe. I think, maybe. So the gyro defense is better. Because it'll allow us to turn more mechs into better mechs. +1 defense. It's really nice. It's not an XL gyro, which is lighter than a normal gyro, but it'll work. It also allows us to be more aggressive with certain mechs. I'm not sure... Oh, we got a fallback part. We're selling it. And 2 of the salvage primes. Oh, cool. That's nice. That's very nice. Alright, so we're actually in a position where we can get a Savage Coyote if we actually run into it again. 42 million. We're selling the fallback parts just because I don't think the game actually wants us to have them. If we start running into a ton of them, I may save them. But I really think we're not supposed to have the fallback. Because... yeah. They're a glitch mech. So, anyway. We will cross that bridge if we desperately need cash, which we're gonna continually run low on cash in this campaign. Or in this mission, anyway. Campaign? Contract. Contract's the way to describe it, not campaign. But we're doing relatively well. We're alive. We're alive, and we only need to survive 200 more days. Oh, we're so close. And the days travel really fast in this contract. Because we can't take interim missions, we just basically sit on our heels while we wait between missions, which means that we're just flying through the days. I mean, we took this contract at day like 900 or something like that. And now we're over day 1,000 already. It's awesome. In some ways, it's a lot of fun because it gives you a lot of gratification because you're all the way forward. Results could not be transferred. Maps could not be downloaded. 4,768 for 1 day. I like to hear that one. Who didn't actually require repairs? Manage tasks. The Hellhound, they're all going to be done in a day. So I actually need 2 days. Starburst is out for another 3 days, so she'll be ready should we have a couple of days between the contract. All the mechs are patched up. And 1 more day for the MechWarriors. Nope, we got it. Not yet, because I need to check. So Coach is currently fatigued for another day. He will not be coming on this mission for obvious reasons. He's tired. Let him nap. But Starburst may have a level up. She's getting close. Oh, she's getting so close. She needs another 700. 707 is what she needs in order to level up to her level 8 piloting, which is what I want to get. Because that'll give us cool stuff, I assume. Coach is getting close to being like a warlord. In fact, he is just shy of it, I think. 1 more mission with Coach and he will be a level 8 badass.
I'm here.
Eck is saving for things. And Synapse.
Standing by.
Synapse has his warlord. Do I want warlord with Synapse? Because Synapse is a long-range nuker. Yeah, his choices are between warlord and Phantom Mech, and Phantom Mech feels really situational. So he's a warlord as well. Varangian is so very close to his level 8 as well. He will get it after this mission. Alright, so we've got our mech warriors all leveled up. We're not making any changes to mechs. All of our mechs are ready. 98 days until the end of deployment. So another 3 months. Coach, you're out. Starburst, you're in that slot. And Eck... No, Starburst, you're in that slot. Get back in your Aramsham. It's your Aramsham. Alright, Starburst, Varangian, Eck, and Synapse. We've got the Aramsham, Hellhound, Punisher, and Catapult. The mission is an Assassinate type. A wanted criminal has been spotted with clan mech stuff, which I don't understand why all the criminals have clan mech stuff. It's getting to be somewhat scary. So we have... Wow, we've actually filled up the entire lance with level 8s. That's really nice. So that actually accomplishes one of the sort of side objectives that I had wanted. I wanted to be able to fill up a lance with everybody who had maximum abilities, and we've done that. So awesome there. Now I doubt we're going to be able to get any mech warrior to 10, 10, 10, 10. I just don't think it's going to happen because, well, let's face it, we're almost at the end of the campaign. The campaign will be ending not immediately after this contract, but shortly after the contract. And when that happens, well, Starburst will probably not make it to a perfect pilot. I think Varangian is slightly ahead of her, maybe? Perhaps? Because he's about... Well, they're both getting really close. They've really brought it together. Although I think Varangian has probably been in the most number of missions. I'm going to have to check that. At least by the end of the campaign, we're going to have to check that. Alright, let's drop down and say hello. So it is an assassinate target, and we're once again on this mission. I like this mission for the base assault, because it's relatively simple. But also because he's going to start way back here. We do not wait. We rush up in front at maximum speed. He's only getting 3.5, which is not as maximum as I would like, but it'll do for now. It will let him dodge tank up in front. The enemy has reserved. I will reserve down to the bottom.
Waiting for the right play.
Because I have a mech up front, you can shoot hit if you want. I am going down to the bottom. And will you come down? He's thinking about it. Okay, so we do have movement going on. You're a heavy mech, possibly. You're not in view. You have just suddenly appeared into view, which is a little bit scary. We have a single Jenner currently on target. Starburst.
I'm here.
We have a single light mech, which is relatively quick. I would like you to annihilate it with all due speed. Now, he is defending himself, because he opted not to shoot, but you might be able to do it.
All weapons are go.
Oh, opened up. Fusion core has already taken a crit. 2 more crits on that fusion core. The mech is entirely dead. Well, SRM explode. Okay, engine destroyed. We're done.
Looks like
Good shooting, girl. Oh, I love the Aramsham. You always need to build at least one mech designed for maximal accuracy combat. It just makes life so much simpler and more useful. Gotta move the catapult back. And bring X-Dragon forward. The fast dragon, the Punisher. Stacking, dodging as much as we can. So it is 2 light mechs. We were expecting that. We got a Firestarter 2C with a Gauss rifle, which is painful. But he wasn't able to connect, although that looked like it went right above the Aramjam's head. And we've got 2 more. So this is the entirety of the defense group, and we know that it's all white. I hate whites with a passion. Whites are terrible, terrible mechs, and you should feel bad for fielding them. Really, they're just frustrating to attack. I mean, look at the massive amount of evasion that he's stacking. Just unreal. Oh, that's 5 mechs, and that's an elemental toad. Okay, Starburst, you have multiple targets. That is very unfortunate.
I'm ready.
Radiant, sprinted, maximum speed. Actually, no, okay, so you were the unknown in the corner. Alright, that's fine then.
Affirmative.
You're going to sprint at maximum speed, and you're going to take care of the Firestarter, because I'm not going to waste your flamers on power armor. Although if it did additional damage to power armor, I would absolutely waste the flamers on power armor. Head hit, good job. Synapse. Synapse needs to stay the heck away from this guy. 6.2. Not good. 29. Sure, why not hit the 29? Or elemental... He's at full health, that's my problem. Oof, I don't want to trim him, but I may have to. Fire the missiles. Long range. Make him suffer. He's not going to suffer all that much. It's just LRMs. They're not the most deadly thing ever. They're deadly, but they're not the most deadly thing ever. We must keep things in perspective. What do you got here? Pretty good on that. I'm really considering warlording this. 44, just to get the... Yeah, let's get the cannon on. Lock the warlord on. 57. You still missed with it, which is unfortunate, but you... Wow! You almost took his head off with that one.
That hit something good.
Kinda wish your cannon had done that. That would have been awesome. Fortunately, it did not. I have a 51% chance. So all I need really is just any amount of damage to go to that head. Not gonna warlord.
Yeah, you like this.
Oh, just lovely. So incredibly beautiful. If one shot can hit the head, I would just be the happiest camper now. It didn't. We blew off his leg, his arm, and his side, but he's still alive. Somehow. And at -1 initiative, he will be down on the medium phase, so we will be able to kill him. He will be on the ground, and we'll probably nuke him with missiles. Firestarter, rolling up, opening fire on the Punisher. A decent target, to be completely fair. It's the white I'm worried about, because the white can maneuver himself around to try and get at my catapult, and I don't want him to get my catapult. 1 hit. 2 hits. Really? Okay, at least he missed the 3rd. But he is going to be extraordinarily aggravating up there. Although he's starting to stack a lot of evasion problems. Interesting, so... We've got to go after him with somebody. Problem is, I don't really have a whole lot of people who can do a lot of things to him. I mean, at the end of the day, the flamers are not really designed to do this. But I've got to save Synapse. So it's got to be Starburst. It must be Starburst. So we'll get a little bit of movement over here. It's not going to be super fast, but it will be fast enough. Take his head off, why not? Oh, just nothing of that toad is left except for his severed head rolling down the hill. Beautiful. Synapse, hi. You've got a target. He just so happens to be an incredibly jumpy, super annoying piece of crap that we call a white. All I need you to do is poke him. Just once. That's it. If you can do that, then we've got him. So try to hit at least one of 40. We hit one! That should be Of course not. Of course not. If I were at that, it would be unsteady, but not him.
Will be done.
Alright, Varangian is going to have a little bit of trouble getting up to full speed, but you know what? I'm kind of okay with that. Get right behind him. Actually, I can Phantom Mech. That'll give me an automatic evasion boost, which I can then use. Lovely. Alright, light him on more fire. Just keep lighting him on fire until the fire has, well, set fire to the fire. Plus 70, still not quite where we need it in order to actually really ruin his day. And I'm tempted in so many ways to try and get some more distance on here.
Confirmed.
That way that we just make it even more difficult for him. Tagger is almost not going to hit. Well, let's light him up with the Warlord. We may as well use it. We have it. Let's use it constantly. Okay, you missed with both your cannon shots, which was very unfortunate, but you did manage to mark him with the Narc Beacon. So he's shaved it down a little bit. Enemy turn. Let's see what they're going to rock and roll with. And the Firestarter is running and not able to get under heat. Oh, that's going to spell disaster for you. And the white has decided to walk this turn because he realized just how vulnerable he was. First shot miss. Second shot hits. Oh, this is going to be expensive match. And third shot hits. In terms of repairs, it's going to be expensive because the dragon is large and has a lot of armor, which is expensive to fix. Because it has Nullsig armor, and Nullsig armor is, well, tremendous in so many ways, but also expensive and difficult to fit. Light him on all the fire, please. You have lots of great chances to do it. And, well, you're going to do additional damage. We missed something. That'll throw him in overload territory. So he is offline and vulnerable. However, I have more important things to kill. Sorry, but you're not the most important thing in my life anymore. Kill the white. Just everything you've got, constantly throw it at him. Hey, you hit with the cannon. Love it. So his left leg is almost vulnerable. And so close to being evasive problems again. I need to get into cover with this mech. This mech needs to be under protection of cover. Are you in position just to see him and shoot him? Oh, you are. And you can shoot and scoot, no less. Warlord it. And it's only 23, but hey, I'm throwing 40 missiles at you. Maybe I can throw you into the unsteady territory. Structure exposed, and not quite. Very unfortunate. So keep moving along the side and keep facing towards the enemy so that hopefully we can survive a couple of pulse laser rounds.
I'm your spaniel.
And, oh, I have a side angle shot on you. Don't mind if I do. And just keep firing. Miss. Miss. Okay, we got a hit. We got a penetrating hit. So that leg is getting more and more weak. Eventually we will break it. He is unsteady now, so he can't walk, but that'll mean he'll just jump. Ammo explosion avoided, minus 40 heat, or plus 40 heat? No, plus 40 heat, because we're dealing all the additional heat, and he's going to leap with that. One miss. That's a hit. And a miss, okay. So that was actually kind of the plan. That was my secret evil plan, which we, well, actually kind of successfully pulled off. Is that he would go after the Hellhound, because the Hellhound is reasonably defensive. Please just shove him over some kind of line. You've got a lot of missiles. You're going to be hitting at least 10 of them. Well, actually, no, I take that back. You'll probably hit 6. Stability check passed, but he's got to be... How is he not over the line with that one?
Onward.
I forced him to take a stability check, and he's still got to go. That's several kinds of dumb. More fire, please. Just keep firing the fire. We'll keep him well overheated, and we've got penetration, and the mech is shut down. Lovely, lovely. And I need some evasion going on here. It's got to be at least 3 pips. 3 pips, or you're dead. And he's still a ways away. Starburst,
Orders.
you have but one target. It was always your target. We're gonna shoot and scoot. You don't have a line of sight. That's unfortunate because you're gonna get shot at. That means light him up. It's not gonna be great chances, but it'll be chances. Not you, but you. Fire.
Roger that.
Miss. Alright, but the rest of the missiles ought to be able to get in on there. Stability check failed. He's on his back now. Oh, we're gonna get a single opportunity to shoot at him while he's on his back. His pilot has 2 or 3 health.
Orders.
Oh, never mind. We're gonna get 2 shots on him. Oh, it's a lovely, lovely day. Not an obstructed line of sight. Must be an open line of sight.
Acknowledge.
Okay, fire up the cannon and... Well, I could just blow his head off. Go for it. Why not?
Punching all the buttons.
Well, I think he missed one of those cannon shots. Should have gone for the leg. I didn't want to go for the leg. I wanted to go for a headshot because I wanted to hurt him. But it did not work out. We'll have Starburst go for the leg. Ammunition explosion avoided. Comes down to us. Starburst. Oh, Starburst is ready to warlord.
I'm receiving you.
Starburst, please. She is warlorded. Prepare to shoot. Not at you, but at you. And... yeah, blow off the leg. It's important. Oh, you've opened up his other leg. Cunning plan, but I asked you to blow up... not his torsos.
Reporting critical hit.
Yeah, but... sometimes I wonder if she actually quite understands what I mean when I tell her to do things. It is a question. I think she has a somewhat short attention span on these things. Is your CT open, by the way? It is not. I might be able to blow off a leg. And if I do, that'll knock him down. Okay, 1 hit on the Ramjam. 2 hits on the expensive Ramjam. And a miss. Okay. At least he didn't kick in all his other weapons.
Light damage. Hold in firm.
Okay, do not... well... I can't say don't taunt him. You can taunt him all you want at this point. Alright, line him up. You got a 23% chance. You need to deal 15 damage to a leg. Make it happen! So I need 5 missiles to hit his leg. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. He is unsteady, though. Hey, Varangian.
Standing by.
Just light this guy on fire again, please.
On my way.
You might actually be able to kill him on this one.
Roger that.
Oh, the fire is glorious. The amount of damage that he can do. And... well, there goes the engine. We just critted the whole thing out. The mech was completely intact, but the engine was gone. Ek,
Waiting for orders.
I have a strong desire for you to completely eliminate this guy from my life.
I'm going.
He's no longer evasive. Light him all the way up. Of course, you missed both of them, but if he fails a stability check, we've got him. I think we shot his head off.
Enemy down.
Well, not shot his off, but we bounced his cockpit around enough that he became incapacitated. So we took that one out. We're down to a single wanted MechWarrior who is now very much on the move. Holy crap, that was fast.
Will be done.
Synapse will start to move to get into position. Varangian is going to go over here very briefly, where he's going to chill out. Brace him up. Starburst is not going to sprint because she needs to shed a tiny bit of a movement penalty, and also brace up. And Ek
Commander.
has no movement problem, so Ek will sprint to get forward, sort of be protective for the Ramsham, and stand guard. Alright, enemy turn. Enemy gets to move in the light mech phase. And we have him on sensors now. Varangian,
I'm here.
it's time for you to dash on in, and you will get line of sight. That's beautiful.
On my
What are
way.
we on with?
Double
It's a
time.
Janner 2C. It's the annoying Mimi one that has a whole bunch of light machine guns. Yeah, let's offensive push him. Go for his head. I mean, no, his chances to hit were almost non-existent. The fact that he hit anything at this point is pretty cool. So he's taken some heat, 10 heat. That's 2 missiles on him. Synapse, you will also sprint forward. And you will also
Throttle.
nail him with an offensive push. Nope. Offensive push, aim for his head. You have a 0.9% chance to hit. So if even a single one hits, I will be incredibly surprised. We're using this turn to get close to him. Though it is the rain, but he is not touched by it, so he's completely immune. And now Starburst will sprint into action and not be able to get within line of sight, but that's okay, because we have a plan. You guessed it, it's another offensive push. And not worried too much about the heat. Going for the called shot. Hey, we got a hit. We got 2 hits, 3 hits. 4 hits. Not bad. That'll drop him down to assault mech phase. And I will have a lot... Oh, not I, but Ek will have a line of sight now. Ek, line him up. Missed with both cannon shots, of course. And somebody hit the head right there. So, 3 called shots, but then only when we start firing randomly do we finally actually hit.
I will be done.
Starburst. Starburst is going to sprint into action, and she's going to have a high chance of hitting because she's a fantastic pilot, and that's what this mech does. Aim, fire. You missed with the cannon that I really wanted to hit because I wanted to shove him over the stability threshold. That's probably not going to happen this time.
I'm ready.
So we're going to sprint right behind him. That's not a great chance. We are going to reserve because I want to get Ek in. Let's see what X chances are if I get him relatively close. So pretty good with the pulse lasers. That might actually be enough. And actually, if I warlord this, it's a 38% chance of the ultra. Fire. Okay, we got 2 good hits. He is unsteady now, and that'll allow Varangi to hop right behind him and nail him with a lot of fire. Tagged, homing beacon unsteady. He got another headshot. Really? Wow. You are just a monster for headshots today. Get right behind him. Say hi.
Let's go.
Nothing personal, kid. I know that's a terrible, terrible thing, but still, he's able to just zip in behind people. It's kind of hilarious. And that's a knockdown. Plus 100 heat. So we knocked him down, put him to 1 wound, and then overheated the mech. Oh, I love it. Synapse, if you want to just make my week at this point, just 80%.
Heading out.
Activate the Warlord. 89%. Just 1 of 40. Come on. 5% chance. Let's take the head off this beast. Come on. It did not happen. Oh, he stood up. Of course he stood up. He's the last one to go. But he can't do anything because he's overheated. Oh, no, he does get to act now. That's unfortunate. He will actually be able to act now because that will allow him to shed the heat. Oh no, he's going to shoot. He's going to blaze everything he's got into the back of the Bushwhacker. We almost got through the back armor.
Reporting minor damage.
Heat is critical. Override successful. Yeah, that ain't going to save you, son. Let's just get right in here.
Onward.
And the fire. This is how you do fire, man. Like so. And overheat. Shut down. You're offline.
My flamer's empty.
That's okay. We don't need you to have any more in that flamer anyway. Hi, I can see you with 99 ones. And did I mention that the ATMs will probably be dealing their most amount of damage that they can do right now? You know what? Just because I don't want to risk anything at all. Overload. Or Warlord. Come on, give me a headshot. Headshots are all I ask for.
Yes, Commander.
You wouldn't deny an old man a headshot, would you?
Commander,
Ek can get a side shot. It's going to be beautiful.
I'm your spaniel.
Aim for that head.
Got it, Commander.
Okay, we got a machine gun explosion. That's worth a wound. Okay, we got it. We took the mech completely intact. Nice. Yeah, the ammo explosion was the final thing that did him in. So this Jenner only needs a couple of repairs. Perfect amount of ammunition on the Ultra AC-10. Oh, that's very nice. So probably would be a bit of a problem in a longer engagement against a whole bunch of assault mechs. Although he was pumping out rounds with that cannon pretty frequently. And Sumuray's coming in to pick us up. That takes care of everything over here. The assassination was successful. He ended up dying to an explosion from his own mech. He was done in by his own cheese. And by cheese, I mean that mech is really cheesy because all the machine guns, you have so many chances to roll the headshot. Almost got through the back armor on the Hellhound, but no penetrations and no headshots. So all around, already. Catapult not picking up any kills, but that's kind of to be expected. Hi, I've got stuff that I'd like to get, like a Firestarter 2C with a Gauss rifle. Yeah, or a Jenner 2C. That would also be... Wow, there's a lot of Jenner 2C's parts. Let's go in for stuff. Gauss rifle C, I have one. I had one. But I don't need one right now, I don't think. Heavy lasers, ooh, would be very nice. But it's all going to come down to what sort of things do you have? You have XL engine clans. 1 and 2. There is a heat exchanger, though. Minus 25% weapon heat generated, 12 heat per turn. Pressurized coolant will explode for 25 heat, and 33% of that is damage and stability. So 33% of 25% of 25 damage is interesting maths. Got a Fusion Core 250, Gyro plus plus. Oh, I'll swap out one of those engines. Because we were sort of running into a situation where we didn't need all the engines. Or maybe we do. Clan XLs are safe XLs, and that's kind of the thing that makes them amazing. Heatsink doubles. Lots of jump jets coming from the white for the most... Oh no, these were the ones from the white, so those were the other ones. Nullsig. I have none. I would like another. Thank you. Supercharger. Oh. So many good things. It cannot be denied just how many good things this mission gave us. We're going to take the XL engine, we're going to take the Nullsig, and... Because the Nullsig will work with any electronic warfare suite, but we don't run into Nullsigs all that often until we run... Well, except when we run into whites, which we try to take alive because they have lots of amazing kit in them. Now, seriously, they're amazing. I don't understand it. Whites are one of the most... They're the most annoying thing to fight, but they're filled with some of the best tech. And we're just shy on the Jenner 2C. We'll have 4 parts. I probably should be actually trying to get the Jenner 2C because we could sell it. And that would earn us some cash, which would help us continue on through. That's the major concern right there. But we are getting close to a whole bunch of light mechs, so we may get a bunch of them in close order, and then we could just sell them out. Although we would probably try and sell one, fix another. It gets a little bit interesting with the logistics of this, because we've got to keep our mechs alive. Especially now that we have reduced effectiveness on our techs. Because we're taking Spartan, it's as if we have -4 tech points. Which, if you're trying to maintain a whole bunch of mechs that have Nullsig and XL engines and Endo Steel, it can be a little bit difficult. Just a tad bit. It does have me concerned. It has me very concerned, actually. So let's see how painful this is going to be, because this could be bad. Just in terms of repair costs, because of how much damage we took. I'll probably sell the fallback. That's probably the thing I'll sell. Just to keep us above water and afloat. Alright, so 129 will be due. Oh god, 5 days. And that's going to be all of our cash. Oh, but we have a hydroponics. We get this, so no lasting consequences. Oh boy, we are basically out of cash now. Or not? Oh, must have already subtracted it or something? We're good. We're good on cash. We are 3 days from the Punisher. I want the Hellhound because it's the most important. The Ram Shot I adore, but it can wait. Alright, everything's fixed. That's good. Things to consider for next moving on. I do have an XL engine now. What would I give it to you? You have an XL engine, 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 obviously. You don't, but you don't need it. I've checked a couple of times, it doesn't need it. You do not have one, but I've never considered giving you one if I'm completely honest. You could do with one, you definitely could do with one. Light mechs with it, very important. Same thing with this, so really I should be trying to throw the XL engine into this thing. This would be the most important thing to do. So if we were to do it... Oh, I could put Nullsig on you. Nullsig would be amazing. So if we were to go nuts... Defense gyro. Plus, say... Where is that XL engine? Oh, it's in the engines, duh. Let's not be foolish. And put in the XL engine. That gives us 4 tons to play with. Lovely. We need, well, frankly, better stuff. It has 5 heats, or 5 jump jets already. So we're only getting about a ton off of that. We would need an electronic warfare system, which we do not have. But that would help this mech out. Also, we would get some heat shedders. But that's going to have to wait for a little while. Because we don't have enough stuff to turn another mech into a Nullsig mech. He has Nullsig, and he has Nullsig. Oh no, you have Stealth X. Ah. Interesting. You have Nullsig, you have Nullsig, you have Nullsig, you have Stealth X. We're going to give you Nullsig because it's better. That's the entirety of the reasoning. We're not fielding the Trailblazer right now, but eventually we will, potentially. And heatsink double. I kind of want to pull this proto heatsink off because it explodes. And I have it. I have replacements. You got an XL gyro on board. That's extra light, which gives us a 1.5 tons back. If I dropped a small pulse, if I drop 2 small pulses, and well, it's fine, really. It should be good. What's your heat efficiency at? 48 of 72? Yeah, don't ever alpha. Don't ever alpha, you'll be fine. So we're going to swap that for the better defensive, because defense is very, very important to us. It's the only thing on the docket, and that'll be done. And we're all done with that fix. Everybody is back. Okay, wonderful. So now we're just chilling and waiting for another operation to come up. Our employer has a new mission. Not yet. I need to check the barracks, because I think we have one MechWarrior who is ready for his 2nd level late, and I think it's a crazy Viking named Varangian. Coach. Oh, Coach is Warlord. Yeah, we're going for Warlord. Warlord is just too useful not to have. Ek has nothing. Starburst has her level 8 piloting. Lovely. So it gives her +2 max evasion, minus 10% stability, +1 unsteady threshold. So nice solid footing. Lovely. Synapse will not be ready for a long time because he recently got Warlord.
I'm ready.
And our crazy Viking can either go crazier in the Vikings or a higher weapon accuracy. I'm going to go with a higher weapon accuracy because he doesn't punch all that often, and when he does, it's not a big deal. Although it is a 10% heat generation, his new mech is much, much better at that. Actually, that's a mech bait thing I'm going to have to remember for next time. So let's launch our contract. Dive in with the exact same crew as we always do. It's going to be a mission type recovery. So standard functional piece of SLDF technology. Interesting. Alright, so we have a couple of little bit better MechWarriors. They'll be more skilled and able to defend themselves. The Trailblazer is slightly more effective, which is very nice. If I get a couple more, I can turn it into even better mech. I've got some nice defensive gyros, or a nice defensive gyro. We're not sure. Well, I should probably check all 3 of our current frontline mechs. I'm kind of annoyed that I didn't check the Dragon, because I don't think the Dragon has it. And if the Dragon doesn't, then the Aramsham doesn't, and we'll give the Aramsham a +2 defense gyro. That'll make it much, much better. Eventually, we're going to have mechs that almost can't be hit. That's the goal. Although none of them quite have the same capability as the Hellhound, because the Hellhound has a mask on board, and, well, the Mimer acceleration something circuitry is amazing. It increases your sprint distance massively. It's fantastic. It's one of the reasons why he can basically run around anybody like his hair's on fire, and light people's hair on fire. Alright, so we are dropping in to take a look and steal things. We're just going here and leaving. Okay. Now we're reserved at the bottom. We have nothing on sensor range. We may as well. So, Varangian, I'm a crazy Viking. Sprinting time. Full power. Hey, we got targets. We're looking at a vehicle and a mech already. Lock him down. Back to us. Starburst, you're going to follow him out there. Use your high speed and most of your low drag, although I think you're going to have to come back around, but that's okay because you're a long-range shooter. You actually followed the clan philosophies of shooting from long range rather than trying to get right on top of people, so that'll work out.
Going full throttle.
And the Punisher positioning himself, and Synapse will... Well, he is going to move at maximum speed, but he's going to stay in the forest
No shooting.
because it's safe here, where he cannot get shot at for as much damage. Alright, we've got 4 mechs already on the scope. We've got 2 mechs and 2 vehicles. One of them moves at a medium mech base, so you are probably, I'm going to guess, a fire starter. He's going to go out on a limb. You might be a Saladin. That would be scary. You're the medium mech. If you're another fallback, I'm going to be amused. Greatly amused. I'm going to preserve down because I want the opportunity to just spring a massive trap on them. Alright, massive trap springing time.
I'm your spaniel.
Yes, you are indeed. Full speed. Oh, look at that. He's going to be 4.5. And it is a Wolverine. Really? A Wolverine 2. I'm not quite familiar with this design. It's not a 2C because they refused to call it a 2C because Clan Wolverine was destroyed for obvious reasons. You are the crit annoying death-dealing evil. Just light you on fire. See if we can't do something about it. I'm going to try and kill him as fast as we possibly can because he gets to ignore my evasion, and that's not cool. I can go 3 and a bit. Not good. I need to have a direct line of sight. 3 and a bit with a direct line of sight? You don't say. Attempted to go Warlord, but I think I want Warlord for sustained fire on this one. You are equipped with an Ultrace. Never mind, I don't care. Warlord. Warlord is active. Open fire, 51%. I missed the cannon shot, which is very unfortunate because I would very much have liked that cannon to hit. Alright, that also did not work out quite as well as I had planned. Sprint. We gotta get all the evasion on because this little cretin is unfortunate in the amount of damage that he can deal out. Another direct line of sight. It's gonna be super low chances to hit. We're gonna shut off the ultra auto cannon. I'm gonna blaze at him with all the pain that I can dish out. Alrighty, getting some hits in on there. Although it is in a forest, so it's not doing too much damage at a time. But he has been tagged and homing beaconed, which means from a distance the wicked receive their just rewards. You do have an obstructed line of sight, but it's slightly better than getting a indirect shot. So 16.5% chance with all those missiles. Eat pain. I was actually eating a pretty decent amount of pain right there. Almost no stability damage because of the rework and the way that LRMs work, but that's fine. We're happy with what we've got so far. Alright, what do we got for our friendlies? So the Jenner is gonna move 2 inches, generate no evasion, and machine gun the crap out of the Hellhound. How's your heat handle that one? It didn't really care. So you're basically heat neutral, really? Wow. That's impressive. What are you? Are you still positioning? You've got missiles, long-range missiles. 10? That looked like 10 to me. So we've got a really nice chance to potentially be able to completely gut him. And with that in mind, I'm going to rush over here to go get involved with other people. Does this actually increase how fast I can move? I don't think so. I think it just reduces the amount of damage I can take. So in that case, I've got to be right next to him. Now, we'll Phantom Mech it. We may as well. Get around right through his side, use as much evasion as we can. Hi, you're wrapped up with me now, and we're going to play. Fire. All the fire. Let's see how much fire I can stack up on him. 55 heat, that's not bad at all. That hopefully will keep him above the heat line. And he's coming forward and opening fire with his Ultra AC5. Not able to connect with the Aram jump. Excellent. How's this heat going to react to that one? Ooh, he went up. It's below the threshold, but we will be able to cook him next turn. Alright, so I need the Aram Sham. The Aram Sham actually has a sideline of sight, really? That seems truly diabolical. Alright, we're lined up, we're set. You are in the forest, which is unfortunate because... But we've destroyed your TTS weapons, C. Alrighty, you are unsettled but not unevasive. Alright, I'll take care of your evasion in just a sec. Sprint. Give me a line of sight, direct line of sight, if you don't mind. Thank you. We are coming a little bit further forward than we want to, but hey, it'll be fine. Warlord it, just to make sure. It's a 32% chance. Missing with the Tagger, unfortunate, but we need to get a little bit more stability damage on him. There he is, he's unsteady. And a crit. So his LMG is now slightly badly damaged. We'll get Eck involved, get him basically on top of him. Hi, I have lots of very large cannons. Warlord increases my damage by 10%. Activate. Because the amount of damage that this guy can deal is far too much. That was beautiful. I mean, we're getting no parts out of it, but that was beautiful. Just the leg exploding at the very end there was very amusing to me. Alright, we got a couple of vehicles and the Wolverine. We're going to light the Wolverine on fire, which will hopefully take him out of the fight. 25 ton. I don't know what that is. 25 tons with a big cannon. I was going to say maybe a Saladin? We're going to find out. And a 35 ton vehicle. I don't think the Saladin is 25 tons. I think it's a little bit more than that. So taking a little bit of long range fire. But the Punisher is more than designed to weather the storm. The Punisher was designed to tank properly before we turned him into a dodge tank. 3 pips of evasion plus 99 almost on everything. The flame breath is, well, pretty close to that. Let's see if we can't go for that 115 heat. It requires every single missile to hit. 95 heat, I'll take it. Oh, it's beautiful. And a crit on his fusion core. He will be able to turn on immediately, but that's not the point. The point is we, well, removed him from the fight, essentially. So I'm going to go hunting to see what this vehicle is because I'm concerned. If it's a Saladin, that's a bad thing that needs to die immediately. It is a Scorpion, okay, so it is a thing that needs to die eventually. You are... Oh no, I'm getting confused. So the Scorpion has an Ultra AC5, 2 MGs, don't care. You, on the other hand, could potentially be dangerous. All with his head. Well, not literally aiming for his head. We don't have that capability at the moment. But eventually. Direct line of sight. Love it.
I'm your spaniel.
What are we looking at for here? It's 85%. Nail him with all the long-range missiles, and that'll tag him. He has been marked. And hand destroyed. Left arm destroyed. That'll put him over the unsteady threshold. And so, Ek, my friend, my buddy, my pal. Line him up, please.
Rolling.
We're doing fine on heat, but mainly because we warlorded last turn. You have a potential to knock him over? Go for it.
I have it.
Okay, stability check passed. Lots and lots and lots of lasers will destroy the CT. Goodbye, Wolverine.
MechWarriors.
Alright, so we are down to 2 vehicles. One is a Scorpion, which has an AC-5, and the other one does not have an AC-5. Missing both of his autocannon shots because we're in the forest and we have a nullsig, so it's very difficult to hit target. And our 35-tonner over here, had an LB something. We're gonna find out. Now, you are not unsteadyable.
I'm receiving you.
Varangian, I'm really tempted to just step with you. Yeah, let's do it. Stab with it. He doesn't really do the whole
I'm watching.
anti-vehicle thing all that well. It's the major weakness of his mech, but hey, if he stomps on it and kills it in one go, that works out for me. And then decides to torch the remains. So we're not getting the Ultra Autocannon out of that one. I'm not complaining.
That vehicle is
An Ultra Autocannon 5 is nothing to get worked up over.
Standing by.
And the Aramsham can be a very nasty mech indeed. It's a Zoria. And we're going to push it. And the reason why we're going to push it is because I wanted to make sure it was dead. Also because next round I'll just be able to chill and do nothing.
Crawler destroyed.
Makes this very safe. So first round over the line is alright. Synapse going to come trundling up. In the behind, he's not exactly a fast mech. Unfortunately, the days of a quick catapult for us are, well, a little bit gone. Not quite able to get on the tile, but that's okay. Starburst.
I'm here.
Just brace it down. Chill out. Just for safety's purposes. Didn't want to accidentally run her into something and then die. Hi, we've got the asset. Now we just need to hold the asset. Synapse.
Standing by.
Catch up. You don't want to get accidentally taken from behind because a whole bunch of enemies showed up. The salvage is not going to be all that great on this one. We didn't really struggle to keep anybody alive. So,
Acknowledge.
not really concerned about it.
The asset has been secured.
Alright, the asset's been secured. It is SLDF tech. Unfortunately, I can't have the option of potentially stealing it for a contract breach, but... ah, well. Maybe eventually someday we'll be able to say, hey, you found this. Do you want to actually give it to your employer, or do you want to take the minor contract breach in order to actually keep it? We don't do that too often in Mech HQ, because generally it's not worth it. But sometimes you run into something so astoundingly amazing that it's like, yes, please, I will take this. The option to have it there is always nice, and unfortunately we don't have it. So that was, what, 4 missions again? 3 missions? I think it was 3 missions, maybe? I'll have to go back and check. They all just kind of blurred together. And again, no penetrations, but the Hellhound did take a pretty nasty hit, I gotta admit. Probably all those machine guns, so he'll be in repairs for a while. The Punisher took some damage, but the Aramsham and the Catapult took none, so that'll work out quite nicely for us. And a single Jenner port. We could take it just to guarantee in the future. Heavy Laser is the current thought. Case 2, IC Engine, no thank you. Exchanger, Guardian ECM, Exchanger. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to build with it. I may throw that on a light mech. Artemis, a Watchdog Suite. Oh, Watchdog Suites are good. Because they're plus pips and they're plus accuracy. I'm thinking that Watchdog Suite. Yeah, that Watchdog Suite is too good to ignore, so we're just going to drop the Heavy Laser, because the Heavy Laser is also pretty cool. And we're going to grab ourselves, well, a clan. I have one. Never mind, I don't need it. So yeah, we will take the Watchdog Suite. And that will sort ourselves out. We're not taking patchwork materials. I probably should be going for patchwork materials since, 1, they're kind of rare, and 2, they're literally free tonnage. Okay, you have to spend a couple of critical slots on it, but once you start getting a whole ton of clan tech, it really doesn't matter all that much. So we've got our Exchanger, which will be minus 25% weapon heat and 12 heat per turn. I don't know if that's getting rid of 12 heat per turn or generating 12 heat per turn, but we'll find out when we put it on something. We got the Guardian ECM and the Patchwork Materials Tier 3. That's fantastic. Oh, normally we get kind of screwed on the random rolls, but this time we made out like a Bandit. Oh, wow, nice. I'm very happy with how that one turned out. Very happy indeed. And let's see how long it's going to take to repair the mechs. That'll be the big question. We'll probably end up selling the fallback. I anticipate selling the fallback probably before next episode. Just in the interim as I clean things up. Although getting rid of all our Toad parts means we probably could have had a Toad probably this episode if I hadn't sold them. Did I have any? I thought I did, and I thought I sold it. Because I don't think I'd ever want to field battle armor versus a mech. As awesome as the battle armor is, don't get me wrong, Toads are nuts. I mean, 84 damage for something that moves at a light phase? That's terrifyingly good. Also, almost impossible to hit. And has all the light weapons, which support... Battle armor weapons are support weapons, which means they fire in the melee stage. So if you really want to have some fun, mount up a whole bunch of missile launchers or lasers on something that's going to punch somebody. They don't suffer negatives to hit like most of the industrial weapons, so they're really nice to have. Alright, results cannot be transferred for obvious reasons. And it'll be 12,000 for the next 3 days to patch everything up. Yes, you may commence repairs. And we're down to 162,000 with 15 days to go. How long are we looking at? 2 days on the Hellhound, 1 day on the Punisher. Please come back to me, Hellhound. Alrighty, so we are repaired with that one. And we are going to end things today right here. 87 days left on deployment. It will be less by the time we actually come back because I am going to cycle through the days off screen. But yeah, doing relatively well. We're alive. We're alive and we're kind of prospering. We're making a lot of clan tech. So as much as I thought that this was going to probably break the company, it's really kind of not. I mean, our mechs are... They've never been more polished, and we're just getting more and more tech to polish up other mechs. It's turning out pretty good. We're going to come out of this as paupers, but we'll be very, very rich in equipment, and I'm pretty happy about it, actually. Anyway, I've been Tyrak. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to see a notification every time I list one of these videos, press that little bell icon, leave a comment, I will see you all in the next episode.